Sorry to interrupt. Could you help me a second? I am. It's my first week here. I'm a foreign exchange student. You could probably guess. I don't know where the Hunterston Hall is. Could you point me there? Oh, you're going there anyway? Great. You don't mind if I walk with you, do you? Cool. Okay, thank you. I'm I'm a little out of breath. I was kind of panicking a bit. I was going to be late because I needed to run around checking basically every building because I lost my map and, I'm really glad I found someone helpful. Thanks. This way? Right, okay. I'm here to study, liberal arts supposedly, but I'm here on a sports scholarship and... Haha, yes, I am looking forward to being a barista. Thank you for asking. No, as I say, I'm mainly here for the kind of sports part, to be honest. It seems to be what people really care about anyway. Yeah, I'm amazed how much people at colleges here care about their sports teams. Like, back home, if you went to university and someone showed up to watch your sports team, it would be weird. Like, one or two people showing up as a sort of crowd would be really unexpected. Here, there's so many people, it's crazy. I'm here to play football. It seems more important than the learning, to be honest. It's like the studying is something you just have to get through before there's more running. Honestly, I'm completely exhausted. It's one of the reasons why I've lost my map, because I was running about after... Yeah, and also not getting much sleep, because my roommate is an interesting fellow thus far, I'll say that. Yeah, football. Yeah, football, of course. The one where you kick a ball with your foot. Yeah, well, I'm in a state of permanent civil disobedience, for I refuse to call it soccer. It's not soccer. For all the good and interesting sides of this wonderful nation of yours, I'm afraid calling a sport where you throw an egg-shaped thing with your hand football is not one of them. You also say aluminium, not aluminum. There's also many other... Thanks for showing me around, by the way. Yeah, I don't know. I am a little frantic right now. I'm a little overwhelmed, if I'm being honest. I'm kind of used to being the master of my domain, you know? And here I am without a clue what's going on. I feel like I have to relearn so much. I don't know what most of this... I don't know what so many things mean. Someone asked me what my GPA was the other day, and I just stood looking at them. Also, I seem to be invited with great intensity to join a series of Greek letters. Alpha, Gamma, Kappa, Beta, something like that. I don't even know what that is. Oh, that's what a fraternity is? Greek letters? Yeah, I mean, you gotta remember, all I've ever seen of a fraternity is what I've seen on TV. I don't really understand what they are, what they're for. It seems like a very aggressive after-school club, to be honest. Is that... is that kind of close? Yeah, well... As I say, there's just a lot of things that we don't have the same back home. You guys do at least seem to drink less, which... Well, I don't know if that's good or not. Anyway. Yeah, I just... I guess I didn't really know... Didn't really research a lot of stuff. I kind of thought it was going to be more similar to home, but I guess not. But that's not a bad thing. It's just different, you know? New culture, new experience, all that kind of good stuff. Hey, what do you mean I seem unprepared? I'll have you know I watched every season of The West Wing. before I came. What more preparation would I possibly need? Yeah, well, you may call it unprepared. I prefer ready for new adventure. Sounds far more romantic. I mean, for example, if I knew where I was going, I wouldn't have met you, would I? By the way, I'm pretty sure we've walked around like half a campus by now. I thought we were going to the science building. You forgot? Just enjoying talking to me that much, huh? Really? Well, thanks, I guess. I like talking to you too. Well, talking at you, I guess. I've mainly been rambling on about how lost and confused I am. Sorry about that. Well, even if you don't mind, it feels a little bit rude to just be talking about myself, you know? It's, I should be learning about you as well. All I really know so far is that I like your smile. Oh, look, hey, isn't that a building? Yeah, that's the building. I think I'm still just about in time. Good. Hey, what are you doing after class? Do you want to maybe go get some food somewhere? Yeah, I mean, I could meet you back here at this bench and then we could, I don't know, walk into town and find a little cafe or something. Or, I mean, only if you know, if you want to. You do? Way to play it cool, but great. Awesome. I guess it's a date. Oh, right, okay, I gotta go. I'll see you later, okay? Oh, hey, there you are. I was beginning to think you maybe changed your mind, or that I just dreamed you up in some sort of sleepy delirium. But yeah, cool. Right, where do you want to go? Well, don't ask me. I didn't even know where my hall was. I still don't, and I've just left it. You know, you're the local. Tell me where we're going. I trust in your presumably impeccable judgment. Or I shall judge your lack of impeccable judgment. We'll see how it goes. Well, I don't think I could go to an IHOP or something. It'd be a bit hard to explain to my coach later. Hey, sorry, I don't really feel like running. I'm too full of pancakes. It's not a great way to endear myself to them on my first week here. Yeah, that sounds nice. Again, I don't really know the most about all the foods and stuff, but if you like, I'm sure it'll be good. Alright, let's head over there. Oh, it's only a couple minutes? That's good. So how was your lecture? Oh, was it interesting at least? Well, I mean, it could be worse. Well, you could be in a science lecture that you don't understand as someone who wasn't here to do science. I still don't really know why I have to do science as someone who's not doing a science course, but yeah, I do have to stop complaining, don't I? I don't know. As I say, it's just all so foreign so far. I'm I guess, taken aback by how much is different. Considering we speak the same language and all that kind of stuff, it's kind of wild how different the culture is. Especially college culture, it's really different. Well, for one, as I said before, I mean, no one's even offered me alcohol yet. And back home, it's a slightly different story. But it seems that most people are at least pretending to be well behaved while there's any chance of being caught doing anything. So I guess I'll see what happens in slightly less supervised areas. Yeah, I mean, of things I'm going to complain about, you guys seem to be able to go on a tour of duty, come back, have a family, get a car, get a mortgage, go, have a baby, go on another tour of duty, come back and still not be allowed to drink. It's kind of different again. Whereas, in other places, yeah, they're a little bit more lenient on the good old alcohol. And at the end of the day, I'll be shocked if everyone's squeaky, sober, clean the whole time I'm here, I think all you're really doing is just forcing it underground, so to speak, and making it that no one feels like they can do it in public. Yeah. I mean, in the end, I promise I'm not here just to complain about about this place. I'm getting the hang of it here. It's just, as I say, a little overwhelming, all the different stuff. Oh, there's the place? Cool. It looks really nice. It's like a little French cafe. Maybe I could have a croissant. That's something I did not expect to be eating in my first week here, I'll be honest. Oh yeah, you get plenty of French cafes back home, to be honest. You just get a lot of coffee places. It's really, really common. Not only you can have big chains like Starbucks, but you also get other little places. Yeah. I'm just going to get something to eat. I'm trying to lay off the caffeine a bit, personally. No, it's okay. It's okay. We don't... Sweet of you to offer, but no, I'm very happy to come here. You said it's your favorite place on campus, so... Yeah. No, honestly, I promise. I'm perfectly happy just getting something to eat and being here with you. It's... Yeah, it's... I'm happy, I promise. Apart from about all the things I've complained about so far in the short time of knowing you. Interesting impression to give of myself. Well, I feel like most of the me talking to you experience has been me complaining about things, and it's not that I hate everything, I really don't. I don't know. It's, I guess, an easy topic of conversation for me just to see how things are different, especially since it's the thing that's on the top of my mind right now, So, obviously see, when I started talking to you and you smiled at me, is it just because of the accent? I know it probably sounds like such a weird thing to say, but honestly, I've kind of felt almost like a special attraction so far since I've come here. It's kind of like, come and listen to the Scottish guy, and people gather around, and... No, they really do gather around. Like, people will group around me if I'm at a party or something. People will just group around and, just want to talk to me because they just want... Well, they don't even want to talk to me. They just want to hear me talk. And... the first time it happened, it was kind of nice for a second, I guess, but I think I very quickly realized it's sort of in the same way people gather around a trained chimp, Like, once the novelty wears off, people just go back to what they were doing, and no one really talked to me in the end, you know? No one wanted to get to know me. I was just the funny accent guy. The only person who's really wanted to get to know me so far is, well, you. So, thanks for that. It's kind of reassuring to know I'm potentially more than just a funny voice to somebody. Hopefully a lot more. Well, cat's out the bag a little bit now, I guess. Okay, look, I know it probably sounds really silly, and maybe it is, but I was feeling really, really down before I came up and talked to you. You know, I've been struggling to feel like anyone really actually wants to talk to me past the accent. I've been not sure where I'm going and not sure much of anything. I've been all over the place, and I walked up to you and, you know, just asked you where my building was, and just the way you smiled at me was I feel, you know, those cliche things people say, like suddenly the world seemed full of color or something like that. And I would have always laughed at it before, but well, for me it did. I mean, here was me feeling lost and kind of homesick, and I didn't even know where my lecture building was, and then I just see you, and this probably sounds so corny right now. I'm honestly usually a pretty assured guy, and I like to think I'm kind of funny and charming and all this kind of stuff, but I feel like I'm really making a complete mess of this. I've just never had a moment like that, and well, at least I've been told that I'm adorable when I'm flustered, which I suppose I'm going to take as a positive in this sort of situation. Yeah, I know I'm blushing a little bit. I can't help it. As I say, I'm usually the one who's on top of things. I'm usually the playing hard to get Mr. Well, maybe not mysterious, but, you know. And the reality is I'm a big soft-hearted romantic, and I mean, judging by the fact you're huddled up to me and your hands in mine, I'm guessing you're the same. You don't have to jump back. Jesus, that's a confidence buster for me. No, it's fine. It's a lot better than fine, actually. Screw it. It's a lot better than fine. Oh, you're tugging on my shirt. Yeah. Well, I am so glad that I had no idea where my lecture hall was. Honestly, I'd be happy just to look at your eyes looking at me like that for a while. Life's crazy sometimes, you know? I went from having a terrible few days to, I don't know, being silly and kind of giddy, and I don't know. I give up trying to predict what tomorrow brings at this point. As long as I get to see you, I'm fine with it. Yep, more corny lines. I'm afraid when the corny line worked and pulled you into my vicious trap, you signed the deal for more corny lines at that point. Well, of course I'm going to see you tomorrow. Tomorrow's Saturday. You're coming to watch me play. You are coming to watch me. You agreed to it. You just forgot. You agreed to it. Hey, look. I'm kidding, of course. You want to come, you're very welcome, but no, I'm far more excited about future cafe ventures. I think it might be time to get out of here. Yeah. Come on, let's go. Like, if you cut inside there, he can't come with you. Because he's got to defend the fullback. He has to stay honest. He can't just let the fullback go alone. But, hey, guys. I'm gonna see you next week, okay? Hey. Where are you scurrying off to? Yeah, I did see you. I noticed you watching the whole time, honestly. I mean, why do you think I was trying so hard? I think it went pretty well. If nothing else, I certainly scored a lot of goals, which is traditionally seen as a positive. So what did you think? Am I more of a R9 or a CR7? You know what? Not a big football person then? Well, I guess you can be completely perfect. Pretty perfect so far, yeah. I mean, I'm barely off the plane. You just drop in from nowhere, and you're smart, and you're quick-witted, and you're caring, and you're sweet and cute, and yeah, pretty perfect till now, I have to say. However, this not liking football business, this must be rectified in order to keep your angelic status intact, you know? It's all about public image. We can have a crash course, make sure no one ever discovers your deep, dark, terrible secret. Yeah, that absolutely is my excuse to get you to watch football matches with me. How did you know? I wasn't transparent about that, was I? I feel in a bit of an odd spot here, considering I'm all hot and sweaty, and I was really hoping the first time you'd see me hot and sweaty would be a little bit different. Oh, shall I infer from that blush that you don't want to be gym buddies then? That breaks my heart. It really does. All the lifting, squats. After a long session together, I bet your legs would be shaking from the excitement of it all. Yeah, of course I'm talking about the gym still. I happen to find treadmills very exciting. Breathtaking, really. I'm sorry, I know that joke was terrible, but I thought of it and couldn't resist. Anyway, that your sports viewing experience is finished, what are you up to for the rest of the evening? Party? Sounds fun. Try not to forget about me when all the big handsome guys start hitting on you, okay? Oh, you want me to come? No, sure. Yeah, I'd love to. What time? No, it's fine. I can get back to my flat, get a shower, throw some nice clothes on, some, well, aftershave, whatever. Just, I'm gonna ramble on. I'm definitely awake and not at all tired, and will come to this party with great something. No, honestly, I will come. I'll come. I'll reset my brain, and I wasn't expecting to have a conversation, but yeah, no, I'd love to come, especially if it's with you. That's the real selling point. I'm gonna be honest. But yeah, I'll get back to my flat. I'll, get myself in the shower and all that kind of stuff, and put on some nice clothes, and come meet you wherever. Unless, I assume you're not coming to spy on me in the shower the same way you are playing football, right? Would I mind? Oh, well... Huh? How do I know you'd really want to? Well, you watch me playing football in the rain for an hour, and it's just practice. You helped me get to my lecture hall by walking me around the entire campus and just listening to me. You met up with me afterwards when you didn't have to. You took me to your favorite cafe. You kissed me there. You watched this football. You're standing right next to me despite me being all sweaty. I think by now I have a few clues. Well, seeing as you are right there. I'll call it a thank you for inviting me to this wonderful party of yours, why you came here? The party wasn't it? My number? Oh, we never... Right, we forgot to trade numbers? Ah, well... Huh. I guess that does make sense. Yeah, of course. Where's my phone? Okay, got it. I couldn't find it in my bag for a second. Okay, it's a new phone, but I'll just pull the number up on my screen when I can find it and very smoothly get the number up with no stalling needed. Stop laughing at me. It's new. I don't know what I'm doing. Leave me alone. You're bullying me. Okay. Well, thankfully with all my stalling I've now got it. So, yeah. Okay, here we go. Got it? Okay, cool. I don't have it. I'm very technologically literate, by the way. I can use a VHS all by myself. Oh, by the way, I'm pretty... I'm glad you came to find me. I would have felt like quite the idiot if I'd met you and never got your number and then, not managed to find you again. So, thank you. I'm gonna go get a shower, because as much as you're being very accommodating towards my sweatiness, I doubt your friends will be quite so happy about it, so yeah. Yeah. Okay. Alright. Well, yeah, text me where we're going and I'll meet you there. You're welcome to walk me back to my flat if you want, but I think we should probably be trying to make a bit of time, right? So. Knock me over with your wonderful attire for the evening. I will throw on a really nice shirt I've got with me. Alright, cool. I'll see you there. Bye. Hey, I thought I saw you sneak in here. And here's me all worried you'd met some hunk of a man and forgotten all about me. You shouldn't play with my heart like that. Nah, I'm good. These seem like nice people, apart from the one guy who won't leave me alone, but it's cool. His heart is seemingly in the right place. He's just a little bit full on, but you know, it's fine. I mean, while you were in here, I was mainly trying to figure out where in the Constitution it says everyone at a party must drink out of a red plastic cup. I don't get it. I know, foreign kids sees another thing they don't get, but I don't get it. Why? What is with the cups? Are they branded cups? Is there a cup making company that's just like, we make red cups? Do we hate all other colours? There's so many questions. Hey, are you sure you're okay? What do you mean? I've not been drinking. I can quit any drink I please. I can. No, I'm just kidding. I'm pretty sober, honestly. Yeah. I'm fine, but what about you? Are you sure you're kind of hanging out in this empty room by yourself during a party? You've been in here a while, because, well, I hadn't even started talking to that guy yet when you came in here, so I think that's about half my life you've been in here. You just feeling a bit shy? Yeah, I mean, it's the first few days of term, you know? A lot of people are feeling shy. Don't have to worry about it. It's not to be ashamed of, or it's natural. Don't, you know? Yeah, you can just collect your thoughts a bit, and I don't know, if you want to talk to me about anything, then we can head back out, you know, get into the swing of it, get to know some people. Hopefully not the guy. Hopefully the guy is, I don't know, gone somewhere else. I'm not hiding from him. I'm just hiding from him. No, he seems like a nice guy. He's just, as I say, he's even more interested in me than you are, and I prefer you, so there's that. Yeah, we can head back out whenever you want, you know? Just, we can chill in here a few minutes, it's fine. Look, yeah, I'm happy to hang about or whatever, but look, if you're not enjoying it, honestly, we can leave, it's fine. Yeah, we can leave. What would you prefer, Usted? Of course I'm coming with you if you leave. You think I'm just gonna have a grand old time here if I know that you've left? Of course I'm only gonna be thinking about you. No, I don't care that you invited me, and this doesn't mean anything. At the end of the day, I came to this party because I wanted to spend time with you. And in a social setting, that was cool, that was fine, but if you're not feeling it, there's no reason it has to be a setting like this, you know? How about we blow this party for a movie night? Yeah, my flat or yours, well, I was about to say it doesn't matter, but you've got a single dorm, right? I don't, so I guess I'm voluntarily going to your place. I'm volunteering your place for the duties of movie night. I hope your place is okay with that. And then you can pick a movie and we'll do that. Sound good? I mean, yeah, we can go back and enjoy the party if you want. It's like, look, either way, you going off alone to feel, bad about yourself or something is not how any night is ending, as long as I have some sort of say in it. What's that? No, I don't mind leaving. I really don't. There'll be other parties, It's completely fine. But you're a beautiful, smart, funny, charming person. You'll have no problem making friends at a later date. We don't need to be at this party. Okay, come on. Movie time. I've decided. Yeah, I'm hyped for movie night now. If nothing else, I'd like to think it'll smell better. Yeah, I mean, I went through all the, trouble of washing and putting on nice clothes, and it appears that not everyone was so thoughtful. But hey, I guess it's early days at college. I mean, some of these kids probably don't really know what a shower is yet. Some of these kids smell like they haven't had one yet since they got here. Ugh. Hey, you don't have to thank me. No, you don't have to thank me. Anyone in my spot would do this. Not anyone. Well, look, still, you don't have to Well, not so shy anymore, I see. Alright. Come on, let's blow this joint. And go for our super awesome planned movie night. Yeah, I mean, we can just say bye on the way out. People can make whatever assumptions they want. Yeah. We're going because, we said hi to people, and I don't know, make whatever excuse you want if you want to. You can just say, we're leaving, goodbye. You can say, you're not feeling well. You can say you've got early classes. Like, whatever, just... Yeah. Doesn't matter. So long as we're leaving together and I get my promised movie night, I'm fine with it. Yeah. Hey, honestly, you don't need to thank me. Alright. Come on. Let's get out of here. So I see we were pretty close to the party after all. Yeah, so this is your accommodation. Luxurious, spacious. I could almost swing a cat in here. I'm kidding. No, don't get all touchy. It's not like you built this place, right? Like, it's not your project or something, it's just a student flat. But I do like it. I like it. It's cozy. I like cozy. Single bed, your little desk. It's nice. Yeah, what's wrong with a single bed? It can be very nice to share a single bed, you know? Alright, so what are we watching? Hey, I've got an idea. No, I've got a brilliant plan. You remember when we were trying to protect your, angelic status by teaching a bit of football? We could do that now. Huh? Do you wanna? We good? Do you wanna? We can? Yes, that's a no. I wanted a yes. Recount? Is this Florida? Can I just count the ballots as many times as I want? No. Is that joke even relevant anymore? More relevant? Okay. So, movie. Clearly a football movie, right? It's not soccer. I feel this is going to be our first major argument of the relationship. Is you trying to convince me to say the word soccer unironically? No. I'm aware I'm going to have to cave on this eventually, but damn it, I'm holding out as long as I can, just for my own self-respect. Because you kick a ball with your foot. No, we're not having this conversation. Right. Okay. So who picks the movie? I wouldn't pick soccer. Ah, damn it. That's not fair. No. I'm being broken already. Yeah. You're picking? Apprehensive? No. I wouldn't dare. I really wouldn't. I'm sure you have wonderful taste. Did you say rom-com? Ah. Well, in that case, I'm sorry, I totally forgot, but I suddenly died 20 minutes ago. I won't be able to attend this film viewing, but you enjoy. Okay. I tell you what, right? You can watch the Netflix, and I'll handle the chilling side of the operation. By which I mean, I'm going to go and get cryogenically frozen, and that way I can wake up after the film was over. Does it have to be a rom-com? Really? You're very lucky that I like you. And I'm tired and I'll fall asleep anyway. No, I didn't say anything. Look, I was just thinking about what beverage I would pair with this delightful film choice. Outside of, urine. Look, would you rather I lied to you and said, oh yeah, sure, I love rom-coms, it's my favourite thing. I would watch it even if you weren't here. Hey, look, I'm kidding, okay? And maybe it's a British thing, this is just... We can watch whatever you want, right? If I really, really didn't want to watch it, I wouldn't make fun of it. I would just tell you, I'm not watching that, or I really don't want to watch that, okay? I'm just kidding you on this, just... As I say, we'll call it British humour. But yeah, we can, watch whatever you like, it's fine. I do have one important condition, though. Yep, very, very important. Very important. We must, in order to watch this film, cuddle. Yep, cuddle. Cuddle, cuddle, cuddle. And cuddle a little bit more after that. Otherwise, it's back to the cryogenics lab for me. I will run, I swear to... Deal? Okay, good. In which case, you can make your presumably Oscar-winning choice, and we can snuggle over here. Yeah, on your bed. Where else? I mean, I hear the floor is lovely this time of year, but... Well, it's a college dorm. This is your single room. I don't exactly blame you for not having a cinema system set up, but... we'll have your laptop, your single bed. I'm sure we'll find a way to cope. We don't have an armrest to ourselves, but... Hey, what's... Okay, you've come over all shy all of a sudden. Are you nervous? Why? But I didn't... Did I do something? No? Okay, so... What's wrong? You're not sure how to tell me. Okay. Maybe a metaphor? I don't know. I think you will have to tell me whatever it is. Yeah, I remember us talking about going to the gym together, so to speak, quote unquote. You've never been to a gym? I mean, it's just a gym. It's not really that interesting. Oh, you mean you've never been to the gym with a guy? And you're nervous to tell me this? No, don't stop panicking. Okay, look, here. First, come here. Sit next to me a second. Yes, please come sit next to me. This is your formal interview. No, just sit, please. Yes, it is a complete necessity that I hold your hands for this. Please refrain from further backseating my flawless reassuring efforts. Okay. No, look. Okay, first thing, thanks for telling me. Seriously, because it's obvious you felt awkward about it, so it's good you told me, okay? Secondly, there's no rush. There's absolutely no rush, okay? No pressure, no rush, no nothing. I don't care who's doing what or what. It doesn't matter, okay? It's us. We decide our own stuff, and it'll happen when it happens. One of the great things about going to the gym is that you'll find yourself naturally knowing when it's the right time, you know? Maybe it's tomorrow, maybe it's next week, month, whatever. I will full-heartedly admit that my evil plan for this evening was to kiss your neck while watching the film and cuddle you very close. But past that, it's not a rush, okay? I mean, God, we met. Well, it feels like more than a day, but it is. This is the evening of the day we met, you know? I know we've seen a lot of each other and it's kind of all going very fast, but no, there's no expectation or rush, and especially now, I just want you to be comfortable with me first. I want you to know that you want me to be your first, and I want you to be sure, you know? But it will happen when it happens. And, after you're sure the first time, I would like you to be sure as often as humanly possible after that. I mean, well, the thing with going to the gym is with so much information out there on the internet and videos about techniques of gym going and whatnot, and I'd like us to get very good at going to the gym together. Helping each other improve, telling each other where our form could be better, where, our hands could go, or maybe how to, aiming for new personal bests and all that kind of stuff. I wonder how far I can stretch this gym analogy. The point is, I'm always going to want to kiss you and cuddle you when I come around and that sort of thing, but past that, things will happen when they naturally feel right, okay? And I'll let you make the first move as to going further when you're ready. If you want to do things, go ahead, and it's no rush and no one thing commits you to another. It's fun, and it's us together, and it's nice, and I know it can be a bit intimidating, but I promise, especially because now I know I'll be really gentle, and I will never want anything other to make you feel amazing as best as I can make you feel. And thanks for telling me again. I'm hoping throughout our relationship we'll always be able to tell each other this kind of thing, and when things are difficult, and so long as, we're honest with each other, we can work through things. It'll all be good. Anyways, that's all in the future, okay? The present is for cryogenics. For your wonderful rom-com. Yes, that one. But before that, come here. Watch where that hand's going. That is not the hand movement of someone who's nervous about this. Come on. Time to cuddle up. Put your favorite film on. I may or may not fall asleep, but I have been running about the soccer pitch, running about after a special individual I met today. So if I fall asleep, don't blame me too hard, okay? Yeah. I hope to spend a lot of time in this gym. It's gonna be our relationship code word. Hey, sweetie, you wanna go to the gym? Yeah. Anyway. Yeah. I'm a good cuddler right now. I'm not gonna lie, that one I do know. And I shall never pretend otherwise. Alright, time for your film. I can hear your computer fans going already. ruining the ambience. Well, there's not much we can do about it. Computers have fans in them. So, at least you're not recording anything, you know? We don't need a fourth wall. Anyway. Come here. Yeah. I did warn you about those neck kisses, didn't I? Oh, they'll start. They'll start when I say they start. You'll never know. No one ever expects the Spanish Inquisition. That would work really well if I was Spanish. Or was inquiring. Apart from that, it's a perfect analogy. I might talk all the way through the film. I just want to talk to you. I just want to listen to you. But yeah, let's do the film. We've got a lot of time to talk to each other. I really did fall asleep through the movie. Sorry. You okay? I was happily asleep, I think. Having lovely dreams. Speech is difficult. I like gyms, though. What's up? It's not nothing. My well-trained spidey sense says it's not nothing. Nope. Nada. It's not. Nightmare. It wasn't about me, was it? Here's me thinking things were going so well. No, I know. I'm just kidding. I hope. You want to tell me what it was about? Well... Huh. Okay. You know, I think I was one of those people who read into dreams as being some sort of, you know, I can't find the word, I'm too tired, but the embodiment of what everyone's thinking of subconsciously. I think I'd be quite intimidated by, you know, how completely off the wall that was. Yes, I am walking your nightmare. No, I'm just kidding. I mean, what can I do? No, it's not. I'm not being sarcastic. Literally, what can I do? I am here to help with the Nightmare Alleviation Service trademark. Well, my idea, first of all, would have you turn around and bury your head in my chest. Yeah, like that. And then I shall deploy International Secret of Nightmare Alleviation Force, TM, number 1. How does that feel? I'm laughing because I don't know why I asked. I'm pretty damn good at head massages. I already know this. Gonna be honest. What's the point of modesty when you're so goddamn good at everything? Well, I made you laugh. Yep. Cuddle up to me and enjoy your complimentary head massage from the Nightmare Stopping Power Force Team TM. They're very flexible on naming. I still don't think they've actually decided one. It's almost as if they're an entirely fictitious organization. Oh. Really surprising. You know, I think if you listen really closely, you might even get my heartbeat. More head scratching? Yes, boss. Right away, boss. The second, boss. I'm just kidding. You're very cute like this, you know. Well, you are. I'm just pointing out an objective fact about the situation. The peak of romance, yeah. You know, when I woke up from a nightmare, I used to try to think about something that I wanted to happen, you know, a life goal, a daydream, whatever, no matter how silly it is, or just put a positive thought in my head. Ideally not related to where the nightmare was, obviously, just something completely random, just start thinking about it. Thinking about the ramifications or the possibilities or whatever. It could be your dog is the world's greatest superhero. It could be you as Supreme Commander-in-Chief of the universe. Whatever. Just a happy, usually silly thought in my case. Like here was a good one. Before I left, I got myself to sleep thinking maybe I'll fly over there and instead of finding it awkward and difficult and not being able to relate to anybody and all that kind of stuff, maybe I'll just randomly meet this amazing person and I'll fall desperately in love with them and then, you know, just a day or something and then, but that's far too silly to actually happen, right? That's just impossible. Well, you had a nightmare, but you were warm, you were cozy, and you had to pick the film. By far the most important of those things. But the only thing I can say that isn't half a joke or whatever is anytime you have a nightmare, you're more than welcome to cuddle into me and hoping when we're all said and done, you'll be able to do that and feel like nothing bad could ever happen to you while I've got you in my arms. Yes, I'm aware it's very sappy, but hopefully also true. Yeah, well, soft-hearted romantic, deal with it. Like, I'm gonna have to deal with this crick in my neck from how I fell asleep. I don't know about you, but I am starting to go over again. Which means at some point, like, I guess, well, yes, it does mean that head scratching will stop. I haven't figured out how to make myself do it in my sleep yet. I also feel like that could have negative ramifications, you know. I'm just making the clawing motion, but instead of your hair, it's your face, and I'm casually gouging your eye out. Seems like a negative. Anyway, I shall cease. Supreme secret technique of nightmare gentrification Omega Task Force Alpha TM. I don't even remember what words I have said at this point, so I just have to come up with more and more ridiculous things to say. Well, how about you just cuddle up to me and instead of counting sheep, you could count heartbeats? Yeah, it's a pretty terrible idea, but... Or you could just cuddle up to me and appreciate that your warm, loving boyfriend is here for you. Yeah, boyfriend, of course. I know it's only been a day, but I'm pretty sold. And to be honest, I'm not going to pretend that I don't think you are, so... It's a bit of a whirlwind rush for both of us, but... I think we can say we're going out. Yeah. Anyway. More cuddles. I shall grant you with the final Omega beefy, large, strong, nightmare repellent people force of nature TM place secret technique catalogue of nonsense. Final weapon. The goodnight forehead kiss of legend. Sleep tight. Hello. No, I don't know why I said that weirdly either. Can I come in? Well, it's really going to be hard for us to have a date if you don't let me come inside. Not that way. I love how your sense of humor can be almost as immature as mine. No, if you do not let me enter your flat... Aha, yes, careful wording is key. If you do not let me enter your flat, then it will be hard for us to have a date. You concede my point. Excellent. Now may I... I'm really trying hard not to say... Yeah, okay, I'm just gonna come in now. So how was your day? Well, I mean, it could have gone worse, right? And hell, the day's not over. I'm here now. The best part of every day. Or I do try to be, at least. My success in that regard is something you'll have to tell me about. I put in a good effort. Glad to hear it. Gotta say, it's one of my favorite parts of the day. Yes. No, blood to head, please. Thank you. We didn't talk about what we were gonna watch or anything, right? I mean, we have been out for a few nice meals. I think it might be time for a cheap night in. I'm not made of money. If I was, I'd be a terrible, terrible boyfriend. For I kind of need flesh and blood and another dreadful joke. Yeah, I'm tired. I had practice this evening. Yeah, I took a shower before I came. I'm lovely and clean and not smelling of sweaty changing rooms. So what do you want to watch? Well, yeah, Netflix and chill seemed like a decent plan, if a bit cliche. Huh? Yeah, I joked about making you watch football. Soccer. Oh my god, soccer. Oh gosh, soccer. Well, you kick a ball with your foot in one sport. I'd just like to say on behalf of all of Europe and the civilized world, you guys are terrible for this. Alright, okay, fine, soccer, fine, whatever, I give up. I give up. You're wrong, but I give up. Yes, that does count as giving up. I said you're wrong, but I'm going to call it soccer, even though you're wrong. You're trying to make this a nice moment? Okay, what was the... Wait, really? You really want to... You want to watch soccer with me? Are you sure? You don't actually have to... You want to? You want to learn it because I play it. That's... No, it's really sweet. It's... I don't mean to laugh. I'm just... It's adorable. It's amazing. That's so nice of you. I hope the game deserves it. I hope you actually enjoy it, you know? Okay, I can... How much do you know about it? Absolutely nothing. Well, I mean, I presume you know the part where you kick a ball into the goal and that scores a point, right? And then the team that has more points wins, and there's... Okay, so you don't know nothing. You're practically a fountain of knowledge already. All we need is to make it less of a trickle and more of a flood. I'm too tired for this. I can't do my analogies. Yes, I can still do football commentary. Okay, so what do you want to know? Well, I know you don't know what you don't know, but I mean, like, so I could give you a history of tactics and strategies and do it that way. I could tell you the rules. I could just sit down and watch a match with you. Like, there's a lot of different ways I could try and show you the game. We could play FIFA. That's another option. Yeah, you can learn the game by playing a video game. That would work. I mean, I would have to go and get my computer, but we can do it that way. Okay, I want to be perfectly clear here. I'm happy to teach you the game, but there will be absolutely no point in which you will be kicking my ass at the game. That's not going to be happening. No, not even if you practice. No. See, some people are new and beginners and learners, and then some people have grown up with the sport in their blood. And for us, football is more important than life. It is everything. I don't know what the accent was supposed to be, but that is a quote. Bill Shankly. Kind of quote, anyway. I think the exact quote is, football isn't a matter of life and death. It's much more important than that. Pretty great. You gotta love it. Yeah, well, okay. I mean, do you know the offside rule? That's a good starting point. Alright, okay. Do you know what? Let's do this. Let's actually just sit down and watch a game. What time is it? So it's... no, nobody will be playing live now. At least nobody worth watching. No, let's watch like an old game. We can find, I don't know. I think FIFA have World Cup games up on their YouTube. We could do that. Ooh, well, Scotland don't exactly have a lot of them, but let's go and find a Scottish World Cup game, so you can see what a real country kind of pathetically flops out of the tournament like. Okay. Found a game. I know which game this is. I remember this game. Well, we don't... How would you say it over here? Win? It was a good game, but a guy called Paul Gascoigne scored a rather good goal to win England the game, and... Ha ha ha, I know you know England and Scotland are not the same place. Don't give me that. Well, I don't come here and say that... whatever. I just say you're wrong about things. I don't say you're other countries. I'm right because I say I'm right. What other reason could there possibly be? Back to the football. Soccer. Whatever. Okay, look. So, yeah, this is just like how you start the game, or when one of the teams scores a goal, the other team start the ball. Like this. You kick off to each other, and then... So basically each team would have... Either it was like attackers, midfielders, or kind of... I don't know, that would be in other sports, but... Yeah, they're not attackers or defenders, they're in the middle, it's not really that complicated. And then you have defenders, and then you have the goalkeeper. The goalkeeper is the only one that can What? It's not adorable. I'm just explaining the people and the things and the ball and the... What? You've played soccer. You were just trying to see if I would actually put on a soccer game and start explaining it to you. Why do you... You're a very, very cruel individual. I was all here ready to be very nice and explain any question, and you actually know. You played when you were in high school a bit. Right. So you can watch the game and have a rough idea what's going on then, but you're not an expert. See, that's still not even remotely acceptable. I mean, if you're not basically Cruyff on, steroids as a football mind, stop correcting me to soccer. God damn it. If you are not Cruyff, Michels, Guardiola, if you're not one of these people, you don't get to date me ever. That's the new rule. Do you know who any of those people are? Haha. Therefore, there's much to yearn. There's much to yearn and learn. Both of them. Young grasshopper. I could tell you I'm yearning for. No. Being nice, not going to gym yet. But yeah, back to the sports ball. Alright. I guess we're doing the strategy evolution. Alright, okay, I'll tell you what, I'll give you like a 30-second version. So, boring. Italians come along, even more unbelievably boring. Catenaccio a thing where basically everyone sits in defense and laughs at anyone trying to score a goal. Then the Dutch come along and ruin that by playing total football, where everybody plays everywhere all the time with the ball all the time, and it's absolutely brilliant to watch. And then things go progressively downhill since that time. That was in the early 70s. And all the way to now, it's essentially gotten more and more boring, more and more diving, more and more defensive, and everything's ruined. Any questions? Who's the best team in the world right now? Probably Manchester City or Liverpool. But yeah, I mean, one of the English teams at the moment, probably, yeah. But those two are by far the best in England. Real Madrid aren't what they were, Barca aren't what they were, etc., etc. The Premier League, yes. Although no one would ever say Premier. Premier. Yes, I said it different. Premier. One of these things is not... I will stop making fun of you if you stop saying Premier. Premier League. Hey, look, okay. Right. Jokes aside. No, stop. Listen, jokes aside, I do appreciate that you come and watch training sometimes, and you might want to come watch my games and whatever. You don't have to watch games of me and stuff outside of that if you don't want. It's completely fine. And well, yeah, I know it's a big hobby for me, but you don't have to force yourself to like it or anything, Well, willing to try is still something I really appreciate. You'd be amazed how many people are not even nearly as open-minded as that. That's Just another reason you're amazing, I guess. What was I thinking about? Oh, right, yes. Soccer. Who's the best player right now? It's a very good question. Up until recent years, a guy called Lionel Messi was the best, but he's finally over the hill a bit. And also, a few people would say Cristiano Ronaldo was the best, but it was definitely one of those two guys for a long time. But now, there's not really a clear successor. There's a lot of very, very good players, but not really one guy who clearly stands out above the rest. When am I going to let you beat me at FIFA? Well, firstly, you're not. Secondly, if you are, the game will mysteriously crash. But of course, that won't happen because you won't be winning. Honestly, FIFA is what it is, but yeah, I wouldn't. Don't worry, I'm not actually going to get annoyed if you win. I'd be impressed. Very impressed, in fact. I'll even let you play as the best teams. I'm just... I appreciate having a partner who's willing to take an interest in things that wouldn't naturally interest them, I guess. I'm not kidding. It just shows what an amazing person you are. I aspire to be as good to you as you're already being to me. And that's a very fancy way of me saying, no, I can't be bothered taking an interest in anything you like. Well, don't... I'm kidding, don't hit me. Police. Police, help me. I'm in an abusive relationship. Yeah, well, before I start saying words beginning with L, shall we put a game on or something? Or tell you what, I mentioned the Total Football. Let's watch that Dutch team. They're fun. Yeah. Well, if you snuggle up to me too tight, I might not be able to pay attention to the game. No, that's not really a problem. Oh, come on, let's watch already. Why, hey there, beautiful. Got time to talk to an old city boy? Hey, no, don't act like you know me. You can smile at me, that's fine. Just smile subtly. You don't know me, you know what I mean? I'm a random stranger hitting on you at the bar. Why? Because it's a fun fantasy for us to think about. It's romantic? Okay, look. If you look very, very subtly behind me, and I do not want you to ogle at them, you'll see 4 strapping young men from my team who believe right now that I'm hitting on a random bar. Of course, I knew as soon as I saw you that you were you. And so when they were like, oh, go ahead and somebody, yeah, go ahead and somebody with the accent, I agreed because I saw you. Now, in order to complete our deception, you need to pretend that you don't know me. It's not deceitful, it's a bit fun. I'll tell them later. It's just a bit... And just so we're clear, if it hadn't been you, I would not be hitting. I would have just told them I'm not going to do it. Oh, You can never be too clear about such things in my experience. If you could just, grin at me slightly or smile or something, as if I'd said something funny. Yeah, like that. That's perfect. That's really, really, you born for the big screen. Yeah, that's acting of the highest caliber. What are you doing here anyway? Well, I am here, as I say, dragged out after practice by my team. Against my will, fully, of course. What am I drinking? It's golden water. Don't ask questions. What are you drinking? That looks... Yeah, well... Kids in glass houses and all that. Oh, cheers anyway. So why are you here? You with somebody or just randomly hanging out at a bar? How many study groups actually study at a bar? I would guess it's somewhere between 0 and 0. 0. Okay. Well, what am I going to tell them that I said to you? See, now we're thinking as a pair. This is good. This is excellent. We're thinking of how to be deceitful for a short time together. Do we want to make it something really, really like cliche and corny? That'd be kind of funny. It's got to be something that's like horrible. Just sounds terrible. Like if a guy you didn't know came up and said this to you, you'd genuinely want to throw your drink in their face. But maybe not quite to the extent of being creepy. Or where you'd actually throw your drink in their face. Did it hurt? When you fell from heaven? Something like that. We'll figure it out later. No, I mean... I'm assuming that they're watching, very, very proud of their boy, but you'd really like to think that in the first 10 minutes or so of talking, they would not come over and interrupt. That would be against the code, so to speak. Well, if one of them would come up to a bar and start chatting someone up and it seemed to be going well, I would leave them the hell alone. Don't want to start inserting myself into that. It's, best of luck to both of them. Maybe they've found their one true love. Maybe not, but either way, it's no reason for me to go in there, right? Anyway, we have to concoct a story. Because we've been sitting here for like 5 minutes. And we've mainly talked about, how I'm conning them. So, we need to think of something to say. Okay, how about... I found out you support the same team as me? That doesn't work, does it? We have a shared friend? No, it doesn't work because you wouldn't talk. What lie works? See, this would be a lot easier if I was actually good at hitting on people randomly in bars. I would know what people normally say. As far as I can figure out, it's a kind of... both people either smile at each other or very much don't, and what you say is vaguely irrelevant. As long as you're not outright creepy and you're kind of... not, I don't know, kind of like looming over the person. Oh, what would I actually say if I came up to your bar? Not much. No, I just told you, it's not exactly my forte in life. I hate talking to people at bars. Nightclubs are even worse because you can't talk. Well, okay, bars are better. Nightclubs, you literally can't talk to people because it's too loud. Bars, at least you have the pretense of being able to talk to people, but in the end, it's still kind of loud, and really, I mean, I don't know. How do you get a stranger to just randomly like you? I still don't understand how I got you to like me. Apart from my charming grin and fantastic accent, intelligence, wit, creativity, modesty, you know, all of my most prominent features. We still haven't got a story. You must come up with a story. I might need more very illegal booze first. Not booze. Whatever. I don't know why we're pretending. Alright, what's our story? Huh. Okay, by the sounds of this story, you're far better at this picking people up at bars than I am. Or have you just heard too many terrible lines over the years that you can kind of concoct something? Yeah, over the years. I mean, you don't have to hear a bad pickup line at a bar, right? I think you've been an exceptionally attractive human being for long enough. See, that's about as well as I do with chat-up lines. You walk over to someone at a bar. Hello, you're an exceptionally attractive human being. Would you like to talk to me? Please? Yeah. How does that go for me? Not well. Well, hopefully it's not a talent I'll have to further develop. Okay, we go with your story. Your story is definitely better than anything I was going to come up with. I've heard so much nonsense about... Okay, so here's an example of something I heard once. That if you're trying to hit on someone, you should move them to somewhere new pretty much as soon as you start talking to them. The idea being you make yourself more interesting even by something as weird as changing the surroundings. It's just trying to split you from the crowd or the rest of the situation. Yeah, I don't know. All that kind of stuff I always feel like it's very... I don't know. I feel like someone looks at you, listens to you for a second, figures out if they like you, and then it's kind of... From there, as long as you're vaguely engaging, you'll be fine. But if they don't like you at the start, they're not going to like you later on. It doesn't matter which of these nonsense tips you try and use. So I guess if anything, it's about trying to, have the right atmosphere from the off. Don't be creepy, don't leer over people, don't... The only actual advice I ever gave someone was, imagine you're going up and talking to someone who you already know who's a friend, but without touching them. That's basically it. You go up, you have that kind of relaxed atmosphere. Hey, how you doing? Don't say do you come here often? I'm not good with the lines, but as I say, it's almost like irrelevant what you actually say. It's just try and give off a good vibe of someone that you would want to spend time with. That's about all I've got. So what would I have said if I'd actually come up? Okay, so let's say I really don't know you. I can't say that, though. I do know you. Hey, do you like watching guys play soccer? No? Ah, crap. I don't know. Hmm? They've moved away. Told you, good friends. If you do this kind of challenge and you actually hit it off with someone, leave them to it for like half an hour or something. Bump into them, quote unquote, later on and introduce yourselves nicely. And for the love of God, don't try and... you know the worst type of people? They see their friend hit it off with someone and they actually go and try and overshadow them. I've seen people do it. I've seen girls suddenly hanging off a guy's arms. I've seen guys suddenly virtually shouldering their friend out of the way. It's just ridiculous. Yeah, some people are a bit classless that way. Yeah, well, I just like having a few drinks. Non-alcoholic drinks, of course. I once heard a guy who worked at a bar over here say that essentially he used to always just judge people's ideas and ages off of what is in their home country. The theory going, because I've been drinking in the UK for a while, you know, I'm not going to suddenly go wild if I get a beer, but if you give an American kid our age the same liberty, they're more likely to go off the wall. Well, it's a theory. I don't know. I mean, that guy was an interesting guy, so... Okay, so what would be the next logical move? I'm talking for over 10 minutes. Oh, I have to like start doing all the nonsense pickup line stuff, right? Like, I've got to try and initiate contact, friendly contact, a kind of half hit at the arm, or... Yeah, you got to initiate contact, woohoo. Yeah, first contact, and not in the UFO sense. Well, I think it's supposed to be like if you can make them laugh, like ha ha ha, and you tap them on the arm, that sort of thing. I can move slightly closer and all this sort of stuff, and then you see how is that being received. If it's positive, then you can kind of continue to worm your way in there like some parasitic lamprey. I don't know. Yeah, these pickup artist people strike me as, how do I put it, the scum of the earth. You know, really when you break it down, their whole model is like prey on people's confidence issues and low self-esteem. So, yeah, I'm not enthused. Anyway, at this point we can probably just have a normal conversation. If the guys come back around, I'll go with your story. Hey, ready for our exciting date? You forgot. No, I'm not disappointed. I'm just, heartbroken. Nah. You got any work to do? Okay, I'm going to rephrase the question to make this night more fun for me. Do you have any work you have to have done by tomorrow? Alright, do you have any early lectures tomorrow? Okay, 2 for 2. Yeah, so we can go out then. Well, I thought we could go and, you know, hang out at the bar, but this time we're a rampaging duo, we can do whatever. I don't have to pretend I don't know you this time round, which is a bit of an advantage. Hey, we had them filled for a while. They really, really thought. No, we had them filled for sure. That was great. I enjoyed it at least. I think they really liked you as well. I mean, who wouldn't? See, that's how I like doing my compliments. Just kind of slip them in there at the end of a sentence, that sort of thing. Don't make it too grandiose or cheesy or... You know, you don't need people around you to want to hurl, necessarily. I have not been grandiose and cheesy. I've been charming and emotionally available. Well, it was worth a try. Anyway, bar time. Let's go. Come on, please. You don't have anything you really, really, really need to do. And I haven't seen you since I ran into you at the bar. You've had a busy while. I've had to, you know, come on. We deserve a night. Let's go. We don't have to stay out till 3 a.m. or anything. Just let's go. Have a few drinks, play pool. Still pretty early in term. You can still meet some new interesting people who haven't completely gone into a social bubble yet. Yeah, okay. I will wait for you to get ready. By which I mean, I will wait for you to throw on a coat and some shoes. It's a college bar. It's plus, you're not exactly looking to hit on anybody, I hope. So you don't have to dress up super, super well. You can just... Because you look good anyway, it doesn't matter. Well, okay. I've just stumbled into hot water, haven't I? No. When you want to look even better, you look even more superb. But even without any effort, you still look excellent. Am I out of the hot water yet? No. Oh. Can't do puppy dog eyes to get out of the hot water. Also no. Damn. I'm running out of tricks. I feel like I have to develop a Houdini strategy. Like, look, what's that? What's that over there? And by the time you look back, I've disappeared. Well, I don't know. At current rate, it seems like a decent idea to me. Come on, I want to go. This is working. We can go if I don't do that again. Deal. Who knew it was that easy? Just be weird. Alright. I'll see you in a bit. Are you ready? Cool. Well, I think the bar's probably closed by now, but nah, it wasn't too long a wait. I will continue to give you a hard time for it, however. I think it's mandated somewhere in the boyfriend code. Go on. It's starting to feel like a local, this place. Local tavern, I suppose. Anyway, may I challenge you to a round of pool? I'm alright. I've won the odd, wow, competition might be a bit high, but some friendly contests. I've won beer. Beer's a pretty neat prize. Alright, do you want me to break or you? Alrighty. Not bad, not bad. So what do I get if I win? your respect. See, that's a clever answer to avoid buying me a drink, but the problem you have is that now I get to say, you mean you don't respect me now? And, you know, you have to backtrack from that. And it's just advantaged me already, not only at the pool. Hey, I'm just saying, my talent in the pool knows no bounds, and at the very least I demand adoration. Okay, I'm at least not bad. Can I get that much? Thank you. Now, let me work, appreciate a master at the craft. You know, at the current rate, you're not going to get another shot. I'm just going to keep playing beautiful, beautiful shots. Okay, waving your cue in front of my face is not allowed. That is an illegal off-putting strategy for illegal people. You should have continued with your illegal strategy. I'm too good. I'm too clean. You can't live with this. No, it's not supposed to be taken literally. You can definitely live with this, as in me, as in live with me, but you cannot live with my absolutely world-class. In fact, screw that. I am well and truly the greatest player who has ever played this game. You gotta hype yourself up sometimes. Especially when you're just slaughtering your competition. Just beautifully. Just... You may now have your turn. What happened to slaughtering the I was put off, but the felt isn't good. The wind, no excuses. I can't. I was tired. I was fatigued by the intense effort of the shots before. I can keep coming up with more terrible excuses if you want. I'd rather just watch you bend over to hit the shot. Yeah, that's a lot more off-putting, isn't it? See, Q waving in front of the face is so... just behind the real curve. You gotta make people feel awkward about playing. Next time you're just gonna have to not mind that I want to look. You'll be looking back. See, the difference is, I'm fine with that. In fact, it makes me want to play more pool. I know you were engrossed with the great view, but did you see it go in? Did you see the ball go into the hole? Which means that I'm closer to winning than you are. Did you see that? Did you see? Okay. I just wanted to make sure you saw, because I know your eyes weren't really there, but that's what happened. The ball went. Yes. Okay. Good. Just making sure, just to be sure. What do you mean I'm an annoying winner? I like how you're conceding that I'm going to win. I'm a wonderful winner. I'm so wonderful. I'm wonderful at winning, as in I always win. Notice how I'm winning now. I thought of my prize. I know what I want if I win. No, I'm not telling you. I might jinx it. Well, just hope I win. Okay, 2 more shots for my victory. Do you have any words of disparagement to try and put me off? Okay, that's just mean. I don't want to play anymore now. I want to go home. Nah, that's just... I had you for a second. I had you for a second. Just a second. Your heart... Look at you. Look at your little face. Your heart was in your mouth, and now you're so peeved about it. This is the real game that I'm a master of. You're not going to outwind up me. I'm British. I'm Scottish, even worse. Yeah. This is the main education we get. Can barely point to a country in the world map, but I can wind up anybody. I'm gonna be honest, you're not the hardest to wind up. See, that's a good response. How would you want to wind me up? I thought you cared about me. And the standardized response is, this is just how Brits show their affection. Yeah, well, that's what you signed up to. I'm afraid you're just going to have to get used to it. Yeah. Winding up and outstanding levels of maturity. Anyway. Another beautiful shot. That is a completely straight pot I have left to win. Just gonna do a few stretches just to make sure, all limbered up. Ready, I'm gonna think about my victory speech. I'm already waving to the fans all around the bar. Queen wave, proper queen wave. That guy's wondering what the hell I'm waving at him for. He's so confused. Hello? I'm not drawing attention to us in an Look, hey, he left off. This is the other advantage of being British here. I'm eccentric. I'm interesting because I'm so utterly preposterous, sir. Yes, that man at the bar right there, he thinks I'm quite balmy, I think. My accent's wonderful. Don't disparage my accent. Put it this way, it's a lot better when people who aren't from Britain do try to... Nope. Anyway. Oh, it's just another... bows all around. Just another outstanding shot. Just another beautifully played shot. And now, for my victory... Well, it's unclear if I'm giving you this gift or if you're giving me the gift, but I could get used to playing pool if I was kissed like that every time I won. Yeah, well... Sorry, my, the blood is no longer circulating my brain. I'm slightly thinking about something else, especially if you're gonna continuously hover your hand on my hip like that and look at me like that. It's a little bit... When are we going to the gym? I'm kidding. No pressure, remember? I'm just... I hope to be there one day and to really, really enjoy our time there, that's all. I have many ideas. One day it won't be tomorrow. How do I know? True, this is I have played this very poorly. Now in the relationship you have this ultimate trump card. if you want to be really mean, you could say things like we'll never go to the gym if that's your attitude, or something like that. Oh, that's evil. Well, I'm ruined. Oh well. In the meantime, if I can just grab you and do that once in a while, it'll keep me taking over. I'll try not to let my hands get too frisky. I'm gonna be honest, I'm kinda I'm falling asleep a little. I wish I could pretend that I was hugely invested in this movie, but I don't think for all the money in the world I could tell you any of the characters' names, which is probably not a good sign. No, you aren't really watching it either. Well, I guess we could just turn it off. I could. I could go back to mine. I don't know. It's up to you. You suddenly look like the blushing bride, except we're not getting married. What's me staying over? It wouldn't be the first time. We kind of shared your bed a few times now. I'm not sure what the difference is. I mean, if you don't want to, it's not. I'm not trying to force her or anything. I just. All right, I'll go home. It's cool. Where the hell are my shoes? I don't have to. Okay. You sure? You seem a little at odds with this. I'm tired. Words are hard. Can't stop yawning. Well, we say yawning's contagious. I don't blame you if you're yawning after. Look, we don't have to do. I don't have to stay. It's fine. I can go. It's not an issue. Don't force. You're not. Okay, so what's up? You've been thinking a lot recently about the gym? What the? Sorry, I'm tired. The gym, right. What about the gym? He says, trying not to show any visible signs of excitement. I mean, I am, You know, don't get me wrong, I am very excited to go to the gym, but I'm not in a rush, I guess. At this point, I'm very much comfortable with the idea that it'll just happen when it happens. You know? Huh? You mean an actual gym? You want to go to the campus gym. Right. You know, we really do need another word for Why are you laughing? Well, obviously I thought you meant, you know, it's been like our code word. It's been a joke for us for ages. Of course, I'm also, as previously noted, I conveniently timed. I am tired. No, this isn't fair. Oh, you're kidding me again, and you did mean I can't keep up with this. I'm too tired. Okay, so thinking about the gym, our private gym, and what particular thoughts? Okay, I'm trying not to blush. How did you go from the... No, I'm not. I'm just surprised you are, well, dirty talking, I guess. I had in my head our first time at the gym was going to be very, you know, shy and not quite sure what's going on and nervous. And, well, between the way you're looking at me and what you just said, nerves? Not so much coming into it. Eyes of a wolf in heat, you know, primal hunger is more what this looks like. I'm not complaining, but it feels a little, I don't know, out of nowhere. Less to be for me to be the first guy ever to intentionally talk himself out of getting laid, but are you're sure? I know it's your first time. It's not a small, well, at least for you, I don't think it's a small thing, right? Don't get me wrong, I know quite a lot of people who are desperate to get their first time out the way, but given that you look the way you do, I'm guessing it's not the first offer you would have had. So for you, it's very much a case of you want to wait for the right person, I guess. I suppose I should just shut the hell up and be very taken that it is me. It's not lost on me. My own first time was waited for. Well, also, I don't want to go into a long conversation about my ex, but yeah, she was at least, if maybe not quite as much of as romantic as me, but she was definitely sweet and caring, and yeah, I don't regret it, at least, you know. I know a lot of people do regret their first time or wish they'd held off for someone they met later, that kind of thing. As much as I obviously wouldn't at all have minded you being my first, but I'm fine with it. I'm happy with it. Yeah, it would have been cute if we'd both beat each other's first, for sure. I mean, I promise that I'm certainly... I'm very tired. I'm too tired for this kind of... Look, okay, let's do this. I already care extremely deeply for you, alright? It's really hard not to. You're... You're like a dream person. You're like... everything I could have possibly imagined that I'd never get to experience. So, in a way... not to demean how much it may mean to you, but for me it's just like it's just another step on this fantastic road I'm walking with you. It's not gonna, worry me if it happens tonight or another night. Tonight? You're that sure, huh? Well, I, along with my experience, how do I put this subtly? I have watched things that would help me improve. Not quite. It's, okay, look. Most people, let alone most guys, enjoy watching stimulus for when they're having their alone time. I decided, before I came here, actually, that, I was basically going to watch a bunch of stuff to try and learn as much as I could about being good at going to the gym. Not like, oh, I'm a super aggressive man, hear me, batter away, but how to genuinely actually please my partner. Which, well, I'm not promising anything, but at the very least, I like to think I'm an attentive lover. Which is something, right? But really, it's all about, well, caring for the other person. Wanting to enjoy that moment with the other person, giving your body, but also your whole energy, your honest, raw, emotional reactions to all of it. The whole experience can be really, really bad with people who don't mesh well, and it can be really, really good. Amazing. I mean, it's it's the best, especially if you're both getting there. Which is definitely what I'm hoping for us, but with it being your first time, I would guess you're maybe a little tense or nervous in certain ways. Not everybody's first time is necessarily great, but you want me to stop talking? I am so tempted to tear your shirt right off. Well, your hands are going all over me. I only think it's fair for me to respond in kind, don't you? A little bit of scratching going on from your side, I notice. Have you been pent up all day thinking about this? Or is it just now? Well, I think the first thing we should do is... Okay, so welcome to a little bit of postscript. I hope you enjoyed that. I actually enjoy writing stuff more in the realm of where that was going, quite a bit. But I don't really think I can say the kind of things I want to say on YouTube. I'm sure it's kind of obvious why. So, the kind of more safer work stuff, the YouTube stuff, I'm very happy with doing. If people want to hear kind of stories go in a longer direction, could probably be longer videos as well, long scenarios that kind of meander into the other sort of stuff. Then you can let me know and I will figure out somewhere to host those videos and write stuff like that. Thank you very much for listening. If you want to hear more of the other kind of stuff, as I say, let me know, comments or whatever, and I'll figure something out. But if not, then we can keep it here and keep it on track, so to speak. Hey. How you doing, stranger? You look happy. That happy to lose your V card, huh? Hey, don't threaten to hit me. That's not nice. What am I watching? The Arsenal All or Nothing. The Spanish man who's talking right now is called Mikel Arteta. No, we don't really like him. Well, okay, I do like him, I'll be honest, but he's the coach of my team's rival, so not particularly acceptable. The great thing is I've enjoyed watching this series because I've known how it ended. And it ends with their team being in the driving seat to finish fourth, which is very important in the English league. And they choke it away and we get into the top four and it's very funny. So I've enjoyed it immensely, I must say. But yeah, it's the last episode I'm just watching now, so now I have all the time in the world for you. Not that I didn't before, of course, because pause buttons exist. But, yeah. Oh, I'm not suggesting anything. Why, are you suggesting something? Well, it just seems like you might be suggesting something. I'm maybe too hopeful. Oh, nothing. I just noticed a certain look in your eyes as soon as you saw me. What was it I said last time? The eyes of a wolf in heat. I think that was the one. And you're looking at me like a baby lamb right now. I mean, I know I was good. I mean, damn, I was good. Hey, you seem to enjoy yourself. In fact, screw that. I know you enjoyed yourself. Oh yeah, I'm that damn confident. Why? Because you couldn't hide it. Put it that way. You couldn't hide it if you'd been paid to in that moment. So, yeah, I'm pretty sure it went well. Tell you what, I think it went a lot better than well, than most people's first time, to be honest. Most of the people I know, their first time was drunk, or with someone they didn't care about, or they weren't satisfied, or it just wasn't what they were hoping for. I think you and me managed to make a pretty great little memory there. Of course, I say that as if I don't plan to make many more. Why, yes, I am smiling. How good of you to notice. Now, this grin of yours, I can only presume it's because you're excited to see All or Nothing and watch it with me. You know, like we watched the 74 Dutch team. I could sit back down, we can watch the whole show again, we can cuddle. No. Why no? I thought you were a big soccer fan now. Yes, I'm never letting that go. The word soccer is an abomination unto the Lord, and it shall never not be so. Deal with it. Well, my plan for the evening was all or nothing. I would give you my all and hold nothing back. I'm so sorry. Ah, that's such a bad pun. Wow. It's so terrible. Well, my plan was to make terrible puns and cuddle. What was your plan? How interesting. That might even make me want to turn off the television. I know. Well, come over here then. Hey there. You gonna jump me again? No? Well, of course I'm disappointed. No, that's obviously... There's a lot more to a relationship. Though I will say I find that a very pleasant part. How are you? How was class? You don't want to talk about it? Okay. I'm gonna be honest, my boyfriending instincts are telling me that the fact you say you don't want to talk about it is a reason I should kind of press a little bit to make sure everything is okay, but I'm going to bravely fight against these instincts and instead say, oh, what do you want to do? You want to not talk about it and just hear me talk? Okay, well, I can talk, as you may or may not have realised. Okay, how about you cuddle up to me and I can tell you more about football. Yes, football. We're not doing this again. You're forbidden from ever using the S word in my presence. Thank you. Now come over here. Yes, sir. Don't mock me. Get your pretty little rear end over here. Thank you. Okay, so talk football. Okay, well, I can tell you about the time I went to a World Cup game. So my uncle got tickets in the raffle, but he couldn't go. So my dad bought the tickets off him. This is 2006 World Cup. And he took me with him, obviously. Otherwise the story wouldn't be about me going to a game, would it? So the way it works is you get the tickets way in advance, right? So we had a ticket for quarter-final, C or whatever, and you've got no idea what teams are going to be there until the tournament actually happens, and the teams finish where they're going to finish in the groups, and you see what you get. So you could get, Poland versus Sweden, and I could be like, oh, well, okay. But we did not get Poland versus Sweden. We got France versus Brazil. Now, Brazil have won more World Cups than any other country, and France have a pretty damn good record in their own right. So this was two really heavyweights coming against each other, and we were lucky enough to have tickets for it. I remember the first thing I really remember about that game was walking up to the stadium before we even got there. And the atmosphere in the streets, just for miles around the place, there's people waving French and Brazil flags. The two sets of fans were really nice to each other. There was no hostilities or anything. It was all a wonderful celebration of a sport we all loved and countries' dreams of doing well. It was fantastic. Now, obviously, I'm not French and I'm not Brazilian, so I didn't really have a horse in the race. But, in FIFA, all the Brazilians were, rated 90 or whatever, and, I think Ronaldinho was playing in this game, and Kaká and players like that. So I kind of decided, okay, I'll root for Brazil because my dad wants to root for France, and it's nice to have, kind of varying interests, I guess. But yeah, so we walk up to the game, people blaring car horns, allez, 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 waving the French flags out the car. The Brazilians are all, kind of colorfully dressed up in their country's colours, the flags as well. It's fantastic. We eventually get into the stadium, amazing atmosphere. It was in Frankfurt, I believe, that game. And the game itself wasn't that great, despite all the star power on the pitch. It was only a 1-0 win for France. The thing is, one thing about that game was unbelievably good. And it was the play of a player you may have heard of for very different reasons, because I know that for non-football people, this guy is really famous predominantly for something else. This player's name is Zinedine Zidane, and I'm guessing if you have heard the name, it's because he headbutted a guy during the World Cup final. It was this World Cup. It was a terrible moment, really, when he headbutted a guy in the final, because he was the best player of the tournament. France should have won the tournament. Italy ended up winning the tournament. It was a shame, but this game was the opposite of that. This game, on a pitch full of really, really good, skillful Brazilian players, he made it look like they were all children wanting a seat at the grown-ups table. He made it look like he was the only person on the pitch who knew how to play this game. It was unbelievable. I mean, he's holding people off, he's flicking the ball over people's heads, he's getting the other side of them. He's retiring at the end of this tournament. I always remember the commentator, I've watched the match back sometimes because I was there, and because it made me, I think, fall in love with that type of midfield player. It's still my favourite player to this day to watch, is these kind of old, 35-ish guys who can't run anymore and yet seem to be the first to absolutely everything, are always in the right place, are always putting great passes through. There's these geniuses of the game. And I could list, Xavi and Pirlo and Clarence Seedorf at the end of his career, Luka Modric. These guys are just so fun to watch because they run half the amount everyone else does to get twice as much out of themselves. You know, it's just, they're so intelligent with how they play. So skillful, so smart in how they play. Zidane was all of that and more that night. He was making a fool out of the Brazilian players. He was telling the French, just pointing where the French guys to go, and 20 seconds later the ball, he gets the ball back and pings the ball to them or whatever. It's unreal. And the reaction of other people as well, because everyone knew that they were seeing something really, really special in that game. They were seeing a guy, and this is where I start to get really pissed at people who think that football is about statistics. Oh, how much XG did he generate? Piss off, you absolute moron. Doesn't matter at all. Because if you watch that game, I don't care what stats tell you, that's an all-time performance. It's one of the great World Cup performances of any player. It's obvious to any football person. It's just phenomenal to watch. And again, it's the touch, the control. Because here's another thing. These are the best players in the world running at each other at quick pace. If me or you went onto that pitch, everything would be way too fast for you. Way too fast. The ball would be fizzed into you, and within what would feel like a millisecond for us, it's taken off you by this big strong guy who then runs past people. And, the pace of the game is so hard to explain to people. And this guy made it look like it was being played in slow motion. And again, he's making these grown men, these athletes at the top of their trade, just look completely inadequate. And I've grown up with that memory. And funnily enough, he did create the winning goal that was from a free kick. Free kick puts the ball into a great area for Thierry Henry to score at the back post. Remember, he runs around pointing at the crowd, pointed to our section as well. Big cheer from the French fans, obviously. And the game ends 1-0, but again, in the stats sheet, that game would look unremarkable. 1-0 for France, not all that many shots. It would look like a kind of normal World Cup match, and that's because the stat sheet doesn't tell you enough. Because the stat sheet doesn't say that night that one guy was an absolute star. That he played in a way which most people will only ever be able to play in their dreams. That he inspired millions and millions of people watching that day, including me. And no headbutt's ever going to take that away. Anyway, that's my memory of that World Cup game more than anything else. Is that guy being that good, making it look so easy when it's so hard. You seem to be a little bit happier than you were when you came in. Football talk really distracts you that much, huh? Good to know. I can do it more often. Or is it just me that distracts you? Just me then. Well, hey, you'll passively learn about football along the way. I'll take the victory. Did I ever mention how meeting you is the best thing that's happened to me probably ever? Because if I didn't, I just I felt like mentioning it. I don't know, it's almost like bad days at college aside, but it's pretty calm for us at the moment, right? Everything's going well for us. Things are going, despite your bad day, well at college. These are the good times. These are the times we look back on 10 years ago and say it was amazing, right? And I guess I just want us to realize that now. And to live now knowing that, yeah, there are going to be other great times ahead. There's also going to be difficult times ahead. And let's make the memories we want to remember in those hard times now. And that doesn't have to mean doing the most crazy, wild things in the world. It can just be cuddling up to each other and me talking about football for 10 minutes and you just relaxing and letting the stress of the day wash away. I'm more than happy for that to be a sweet little memory for us. I guess I'm just really looking forward to every day that has you in it. That's all. And yes, I know I'm a bleeding heart romantic. Ha 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 ha. Well, I don't see that as a bad thing. And let's be honest about it, neither do you. Anyway, you look half asleep. If you want to go for a nap, I have absolutely no problem just holding you here. Yeah. Sleep well then. I'll wake you up in a little while, okay? Welcome back. Good day. Are you okay? Come here. No, no. Come here. You look really upset. Come here. Okay. Whether you want to tell me what happened or not, I first want to tell you that you're amazing. That you're the best thing that ever happened to me. I love you, and I can't imagine being without you, okay? And whatever happened today is hopefully a minor blip on the amazing life you're going to lead, because you're an amazing person. And I don't care if you're going to say, that's corny. Yeah, okay, whatever. It's actually true. I'll have you know. Alright? So, no complaints, no nothing. Alright. So, do you want to tell me what happened? Or would you rather I talk about football again? I can do that. Football? Really? You want me to just talk about random players, or what's the point of football? Very philosophical. I mean, it's funny actually, I was thinking the other day, there is there's a lot of ways you can say that football's a microcosm of life. Well, you wanted me to get philosophical, so let's get philosophical then, huh? So, alright. First thing. Well, there's the obvious one about working together, and that no one guy can carry the entire team, really. Or not, at least without the entire team kind of working for it and the guy being inspired and all this kind of stuff. But selfishness gets you nowhere in football in the end of the day. But there is also the premium on having skilled individuals and putting them in positions to do what they're good at. And a lot of teams that fail because if they have talented players, they don't put them in positions to succeed. Now, you can have people who are really good at something, but not give them the right situation, and you won't see anything like the results you could see otherwise. See, this is all just management tips. I mean, that's a funny thing, right? Management of anything and management of football are going to correlate because they're management. Because at the end of the day, people hyperfixate on the sporting aspect and kind of forget about the human aspect. You're managing people. And the nice thing about football is that you don't have, all the absurd, annoying HR loopholes to run around in it, or at least not in the same way, right? Yes, HR loopholes can be very, very absurd. Trust me. I saw a thing online the other day where there was an HR course, a guidance course for young HR professionals in a giant firm. I will not name the firm. And it had a kind of teaching questionnaire sort of thing. And the question was, what would raise the morale of staff? In a certain situation, what would raise the morale of staff? And we had as options, it was, I think, a pool table or a ping pong table or something like that. I can't remember what the other thing was, which tells you it was the wrong answer. And like something stupid and like obviously wrong, like something actively negative, like, shouting at them or something. And a pay rise. The person doing the test selected pay rise, thinking the pool table's frivolous and no one's ever going to use it. Shouting people obviously won't work, so the pay rise is the only good option because obviously employees will feel more valued if they're paid well. Not only was this not the answer they wanted, it was literally put as like a big red X. Wrong. Not always, not occasionally might not be the case, or might, maybe it doesn't work majority of the time or not. Just wrong. Binary. 100% wrong. And instead, we had the pool table. So, you can have a horrible working environment where you don't pay anybody well, where people get, monitored on their lunch breaks. But as long as you have a pool table, morale will be through the roof. And the thing said that exit surveys often show that pay is not a contributing factor. And it's like, what universe do these people live in? It's quite staggering. In any case, I have you wanted a football philosophy analogy, something like that, right? I've got a great one for you because I thought of it the other day. So, when I was watching my team playing under our manager, Maurizio Pochettino, back in the good old days, hopefully he'll be good old days once again sometime, because hopefully he's going to be the next Spurs boss whenever that happens. But he had a talented team, a good team. And when he had enough of the players who were good at, the kind of, let's call it offensive aspect of football, passing to each other, controlling the ball, making good runs, good football brains, good understanding of the game, and good kind of natural feel for where they should be and all this kind of stuff. The team played some really good football, right? They were a good attacking team when they had enough of those kind of talented skill players playing together. And then an interesting thing happened where they weren't quite good enough to win the league. They were a little bit short and they needed, 2 or 3 more absolutely excellent players to really put them over the top and win, right? But more interesting than that, when they lost a couple of key players, and suddenly you saw they went from a really, really good footballing team to really struggling off the back of basically one major change in midfield at that time. And he sat and went, how can one guy who, he's still a professional, still works hard for the team, it's not a lack of effort, he's just not as good with the ball. And it was amazing how much that could screw things up for the entire system, right? Now you might wonder, well, what's the point of this? How is this a footballing analogy or whatever? Well, I basically came up with this hypothesis that the good teams get to a kind of critical mass of good players. And by good players, I mean the kind of skillsy ball players. If you have enough of those guys in your team, you'll start to play good football. Doesn't necessarily mean you'll win every game or anything like that. Doesn't even mean you'll win more. But certainly for the eye test, for playing good, attractive, quality, skillsy kind of football, there's a certain critical mass of talent when playing in the right positions that will get you that result just naturally. just by there being these kind of players. Conversely, you can ruin that critical mass because you can have a critical mass of bad players. And you take the team now, for example, where we have a few excellent players and a lot of below average to bad players, and the team is bad. The team can get bailed out by their kind of high-end talent guys. And it's funny, actually. The phrase high-end talent and thinking about a team that get kind of bailed out by great players always makes me think of, there's this YouTuber called Urinating Tree, I know, a charming name, who does stuff about the NFL, so your version of football. And he always talked about his team, the Pittsburgh Steelers, a few years ago getting bailed out by the high-end talent. In his videos, he'd always play this song in the background I always think of now. It's just so connected to the idea of players bailing out, great players bailing out a team for its various incompetencies. Hold on, I'll pull it off my phone. It's this. Here I come to save the day. That makes just that little "here I come to save the day" is just always what pops into my head. Anyway, the point is, we have a lot of "here I come to save the days" at Tottenham in recent times, in the last few years, because our star players bail out the team. And this is the point, that you have a critical mass of poor players with the ball make it impossible to play well as a team in terms of the passing and all that kind of stuff. Even when, you have some great players, the great players can't do it alone because the other team will isolate the bad players, make them have the ball, and not let the good players get on the ball. So, how is this philosophically interesting? Well, here's the point. Here's where I find it interesting. There is a point where both a good team can become a bad team, but also a bad team can become a good team on the basis of one player changing. That critical mass is like the story about putting a pebble in the right place in a river, and the whole river changes course of direction over time because of just one pebble. And the reason I find it inspiring as a thought is because, well, think about areas in the world that you're not happy, right? Maybe it's politics, or maybe it's the, environment, or whatever it is. Whatever it is you're passionate about in life, you can be the pebble. You can be the help of that critical mass, because even if there are a lot of people pushing, in your view, the right way, if there are a lot of poor players with the ball, the team will still be bad. But if you get that one extra player to put you over the edge, well, then it can make a difference, and you can be that extra player. You don't have to do it all yourself. There's going to be other people who are pushing with you. There are going to be other good players on the team. And if there aren't, well, damn, you've got to be the first good player, and then you've got to help recruit other good players. But the point is that a small, dedicated group of people can change the world, because they can be the critical mass of good that a certain project needs. See? I told you, I can make brilliant philosophy out of football. And that was my shower thought. Well, one of my shower thoughts. The other one was about you lying in the bed naked with a, come hither finger. So, now that I've fulfilled my end of the bargain and half the shower thought, I really think we should do the other one. Maybe later, I'll take it. For now, hopefully at least my silly rambling is, got you thinking about my silly rambling. And so I guess for the rest of the evening, while you cuddle up to me and we can watch more football, I guess I want you to think about and tell me what you're going to be that little bit of extra critical mass on. What it is you're going to be that last good player for. It's a fun thought, isn't it? that making a positive difference might actually be a lot easier than you previously thought, because it's not just you. Because you can be that one extra piece as opposed to the only piece. So let me know. Hey. Hey, yeah, hi. I haven't seen you much lately. I was gonna call today, actually, because, I was worried, honestly. Yeah, I texted you a couple times and haven't really heard much back. So I was wondering what's up, what's been happening, yeah. Do you wanna go get a coffee or something, or we could go back to that cafe we had our first day at? That would be cute and romantic, right? Are you sure everything's okay? Well, to be honest, it doesn't really seem like it. It seems things were going really well, and then it seemed like the last kind of week and a half, 2 weeks, you've been avoiding me, really. I know we've had finals and everything, but I don't really see a reason why we have to be this far apart, you know? Like, can we meet to get food or something, or... What do I want? I want you to talk to me. I want you to... I just want us to be together a bit, you know? I don't really think it's a super unreasonable request to kind of want to be hanging out with my partner. Look, I don't know what it is that's causing such a difficult time for you, but I want to... Come on, let's go to that coffee shop. Come on, why not? Okay, I tell you what, let's meet this evening or afternoon there. Yeah? Okay, cool. Right, okay. Yeah, I'll see you later. Hey. Well, to be perfectly honest, I'm glad you came. We didn't text or anything, and you kind of rushed off. I was wondering if I'd... Let's sit down, you know, and try to relax at least. So how have you been? You know, how's everything going? What's new with you? You don't exactly seem keen to talk about. All right, then what are your plans for the summer? Okay, I think at this point we probably just need some clarifications as to what's going on here, I think. I don't... I mean, it's like you disappeared for 2 weeks and now we're back in the same place, and I would be happy to just not worry about it and pick up where we left off. But you're just... I mean, why are you treating me like a stranger? What's happened here? Everything's going so well. Is it something I did? Is it something I said? No? Then what? Because this has changed. I really don't like it. I don't like that you're not talking to me. I don't like that you're treating me differently. What's happening? What are we gonna do? What do you mean? Well, I mean, yeah, I am going home. Well, I was gonna try and see if I could get another year out here. I don't know if it would necessarily be at the same uni. I mean, we talked about this, right? And how we would... Oh, why are you looking away from me? Look, if I can't come to this college again, I'll find one that's nearby, or I'll... Something... We'll work out something. Why can't you even look at me? Do you... I mean, I can't even bring myself to say it, really. Do you not believe in this? Do you not think we can make this work? Do you not feel it anymore? Look, I know it'll be difficult for a while if I have to go back. I know it'll be... It's not necessarily always going to be easy, but that doesn't mean it's not worth trying. Or that it's not important to... At the very, very least, if you don't believe that in a few months' time we're going to be together, if you don't believe that we can make it work long distance, if you don't believe that we'll find a way to be together again, if you don't believe any of that, then, I mean, do you want to break up? Or what do you want to do? Because even I what do I want to do? I don't want to. I mean, you're not wrong. It's not going to be easy. I've been trying not to think about it. That that you're not particularly far away day. It's going to be hard. But at the very least, if our days together are numbered, if we only have so many more times we can hang out, times we can go and walk around, times we can... If the clock is ticking down on this, and you think it's better to just let it go, at the very least, I would say that we both deserve to enjoy the time we have left. Because you're always going to be special to me. And thinking about being without you is really incredibly difficult. Think about you being with someone else. So. I don't know if I could. And we could break up. We could just say, well, that's it. We could walk away from each other, but I don't see why we wouldn't try and eke every last moment of joy we can out of it, because I've loved it. I wanted it to last forever, and I can't imagine being without you, and it's going to be so hard, but at the very, very least, I don't want to go away with regrets and wishing that we'd spent the last few weeks we had together. So rather than mope about and sit and think that it's going to end, wouldn't it be way better to just celebrate that it's here now? Because even sitting here, I hate looking at you and seeing you with tears in your eyes. I hate seeing you unhappy. And if I'm going to accept the idea that's inevitable, and by the way, I still don't, because I still want to fight for this, and I still want to make it work. But at the very least, let's not just throw away everything. Let's have as many moments together as we can. Do you agree? Yeah. Okay, good. Hey, come here. Come here. I have missed you so much. Okay? And for however long it gets to be, I'm gonna cherish being able to spend time with you. So let's not spend our entire lives worrying about the future, okay? Let's enjoy the present moment while it's here. Because if nothing else, when we do look back one day and think about all the things we've done, I heard somewhere once, it's the things you don't do that you regret the most. I think with us, if we spent the last few weeks I'm here being miserable and resentful and just, you know, I think that's good. So let's make the most of it, shall we? How about movie night? I'll even let you pick one of your disastrous films. Your films are pretty disastrous, I'm not gonna lie. Hey, my football films are better than some of your... I'm just saying that... Look, not every football film is great. In fact, most are pretty terrible. But... I'm not having this idea of a holier than thou. Your films are excellent, okay? No. We're gonna... Well, you're gonna get to choose, but I reserve the right to criticize. Okay. So film night then? Film night, okay. Okay, well, this is it. I'm gonna miss you so much. Hey. Don't cry, come on. Don't cry. I've got a long ass flight back home, okay? I am trying to maintain a sense of decorum and composure for that flight. I am... I'm gonna miss you. I can't overstate how much this has meant to me, this time we've had together this year. Yeah, through all the moments, through all the ups and downs, through all the good and the bad, we've stuck together, right? And it's been a hell of a ride. And from that first day I met you, that very first day all that time ago, and I didn't know if I'd be able to make it here. I don't know if I'd be able to... I don't know if anyone would like me, if anyone would care, if anyone would like my accent, or... I had no idea, you know? And the 1 year anniversary of us meeting is, of course, exactly I leave, because why wouldn't it be? The 1 year anniversary where everything started. It's also the last one, right? It's nice symbolism. But if this is going to be the very final time that I hold you and I tell you that it's meant the world to me to be able to speak to you and to be able to be with you and comfort you and everything that we've had. If this is the last time, even if there are tears in my eyes, I want to have a smile on my face and to be able to say that I wouldn't change a second. And, you know, that's the last wall I'll break, in theory. But, well. Okay, yeah. Sometimes I guess people have to move on and do different things, and it's hard to let it go, but we have to let it go. And we'll always have all those memories, right? We'll always have all those times we got together, all the stories, all the twists and turns, the jokes, the but yeah, this is it. This is the end. So I just want to say thank you for everything. This is the most amazing year of my life, and without you it would have meant nothing. Without you it would have been nothing. And you've given me someone to talk to, someone to treasure and enjoy. But yeah, circumstances force change, I guess. And it's forcing us apart. So yeah. Okay. Well, before I start breaking down, I think I better go. I'm gonna miss you so much. Okay, bye. Bye. Hey. Hey, what are you doing here? I can't. What? We're literally about to board the plane. We are literally about to board the plane. What are you doing? What? I can't stay. What do you mean stay? How can I stay? I don't have a right to stay here. I can't stay here. Why are you saying this now? This couldn't have been said several weeks ago, and we could have tried to work on some way of me staying, or at least thinking about this relationship. No, you had to end it. You were the one who wanted this all to... What do you mean stay? You wanted this to end. You wanted this to be over. What, so now... So you're going to be... What, your bed's going to be cold now? Is that what it is? Is that what's sinking in? Why does this all of a sudden stay? You seemed fine pretty much ghosting me for 2 weeks. You seemed fine with everything ending. You seemed fine. I was the one that was getting emotional. You barely seemed to be caring. And now, the last hour, what do you think this is? Some stupid film? It's a TV show. What, so I'm just going to throw thousands of pounds down the drain with this plane now. I'm going to get off this plane as if I can afford to. I'm just going to stay in this country in which I have no legal right to stay in. I'm just going to do all these things, what, because now you feel like it? Are you serious? I mean, we managed to leave things on good terms, now you're just going to ruin it like this. I already called my flight. This is way too late for this. This is way too late for this. I can't believe it. I can't believe this, but I have to go, so yeah, I hope things are good for you. I gotta go. I have to go. But bye.
Hello, no one is available to take your call at this time. Please leave a message after the tone.
Hi, it's me. I can understand why you didn't pick up the call, but I just got on the plane. I feel awful. That is so not how I wanted things to end with us. It's just that I wasn't expecting to see you, and all of a sudden you're there, and you're just saying all these things, and now I'm just sitting here and thinking of all the stuff I should have said, and I didn't. I mean, I didn't even get to tell you that I love you, because of course I do. I love you. I love you. I love you. What am I doing? I love you. Oh, I've got to see you. I've got to get off this plane. Excuse me. No, I'm sorry. I'm really sorry. I need to get off the plane, okay? I need to go tell someone I love them, and it... No, please, miss. You don't understand. Miss, isn't there... There has to be some way you can let me off the plane. You have to be able to let me... I got off the plane. I do love you. I never want to let you go again. This is where I want to be, okay? No more... No messing around. I don't want to mess this up again. It's you and me, alright? This is it. How are we gonna deal with... How are we gonna deal with the fact that I can't live here? Well... There was one last little thing that I didn't tell you. That in the bedside cabinet here, at some point, I don't know when, you would have found a little gift. And it's I could show you, but I think I'll just tell you now while you're in my arms like this that You know how over the last few months I didn't go out as much, I didn't want to spend as much on, well, anything. I was saving up. And, the couple of weeks where I didn't talk much, I had planned after exams were over to say something. But it kind of got taken away because you basically said that you didn't really see a future, and you So I left in your bedside cabinet just this little package with a note, and a note says in it that I can't take this away with me because it was all supposed to be for you, and that I'm going to miss you. And I want you to wear it anyway, or at least enjoy it somehow. And it was an engagement ring. Because I was so sure. It broke my heart that I wanted to, whatever happened, propose to you and let you know that one way or another we'd make it work, and one way or another it would be forever. And I love you, and I want to be with you forever, and I want you to marry me. And you completely ruined it. You completely ruined it with your lack of belief. And, well, if you want, we can, go and have me, go down on one knee and make it official that I never want to feel like I'm going to lose you again. Yeah. Okay. Oh, one quick thing first. One way or another, I don't care what people think or what they say or whatever, but the happily ever after, it's not fairy tales and no problems and life being easy, but the comfort of having that person who cares for you, who's never going to let you down or leave you, that can be real, and that's what we're going to have. I really do believe that that's in our future. All we have to do is keep being ourselves and be honest, work hard, and put our best foot forward every day, and it'll be us. We'll get our happy ever after.